Oh, wow, that actually worked out perfectly.
Woohoo!
I can't believe I just like counted that down in precise precision. That was awesome. Anyway, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Nerd Chat Central
Yay! Hey,
for five of King of the Nerds. I am Zach Attack. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/ZXK77, which is kind of weird, but long story behind that. And as always, I am joined by Alice and Eve. You have the floor, ladies.
everybody. We both don't say anything. That's
Ah,
typical for us.
Elves.
I'll see where you are.
Right. Um, I'm Alice. I'm at Wow Don't Panic on Twitter. Um, yeah. And there's Eve.
Oh, wow, that actually worked out perfectly.
Ooh, what is going on?
Oh gosh, what is that? No. Oh, little feedback. We're all right. We're good. Anyway, continue.
I'm Eve. You can find me on Twitter and Facebook and all those good places, YouTube, as EVGB.
So it's all nice and consistent.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
hard to be.
So tonight we are actually going to be kind of a few different kind of discussions going on. First of all, we do have a little bit of a recap of the 5th episode of King of the Nerds, titled what was it? Nuclear Nerd
Nerd games, yeah.
Games, which if you guys just watched, wow, like huge blowout. Am I right?
Colby is my spirit animal. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah. We got a lot to talk about there. We're going to be touching on the drop for the Aquaman casting. Just came out today, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. And also, we will be joined by Alice's friend Marcus Eady, who you want to lead him.
Marcus won Wizard Wars Season 1, which was just phenomenal. He's won several awards. He works for Penguin Magic. Just an amazing magician. I've gotten to see him live once, and it was phenomenal. So I can't wait to have him on. So great magic. I'm so excited.
And we really need to talk with him, and it's gonna be good. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this show. It's been good for the past couple of weeks, but now we're switching things up and bringing more stuff in to bring you guys a little bit more diversity, so everyone gets a taste of different things in the nerd world. So let's jump right into the episode 5 recap for nuclear nerd games.
No one can spell. Yay!
No one can. Was that an allusion to the challenge at the end?
Yes.
Or did it happen?
No one can spell.
I feel like that wasn't planned, so I'm gonna say it wasn't. So, this is the episode where the Secret Six just
crumbles.
They were. Would you say they were betrayed, or would you say they were just disintegrated? Because they knew that this had to happen. They knew that someone from the Secret Six Alliance would have to go into the Nerd Off.
Right. I really think Jonathan had a preemptive strike in all of it going down with him talking to Caitlin. But I mean, he kept himself out of the nerd off, and that's what he wanted. So
that's really good, and I really like. I've said before that I don't want King of the Nerds to be like Big Brother, but I can't help but kind of like the subtle little manipulation and strategy behind it. So I guess I'm kind of contradicting myself there. But no, I really like what he's doing. I think Jonathan is playing this game how someone with his skills and his mindset would play the game. And personally, I think it's great.
Well, he's playing a great game. They all are. I mean, they're all doing great. They all have their own strategies, and it's really working to some of their advantages.
Oh, for sure.
And there's been a lot less drama this season, well, so far. So,
I'm sorry, I'm going to stop it. A little less drama?
Yeah.
Are you, like, discontinuing the whole what happened in past weeks?
Yeah. I mean, it's
you can't deny that was drama. That was
season one and season
drama
two.
I think the show has seen.
I just think there's been less drama this season so far than in previous seasons.
Okay.
That's just how it feels to me. So.
All right, I'll accept that. I will admit, like, a lot of the time they are getting along, and then when something does happen, it's handled immediately. So I'll agree with that. So I will be completely honest. When the guests were announced for the Nerd War, I have no idea who either of them are. So, and we have Marcus joining us now.
Wow.
Marcus.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh my
Marcus,
gosh.
good.
Nice. All right,
Oh.
so sorry about the delay here. Now I was
No worries.
on my iPad, and then I switched to my laptop, so I have a laptop over here. And then you have all those moments where you're messing with your laptop and you start touching the screen and realize nothing is going on. Just like, what's going on with this? Oh.
Wait a second, this isn't touchscreen.
I know, right? Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Anyway, hello everyone.
Well, welcome, Marcus. We kind of gave you a little brief introduction before, saying
Nice.
you were coming on the show. But would you like to give us a formal introduction of yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Marcus Eddy. I am a mystifier. It's not the title that I'm going with, but I thought it would sound cool right now for the show.
Oh, wait, I like
a mystifier. And you have to do this with the fingers. You have to do that. I love magic. Been doing magic for over 20 years now. Started when I was a kid, and my parents got me, my brother and I, this little magic kit. It's a typical story, but I didn't really understand, the props and everything at that age, at 5 years old. But I was in love with the idea of what magic was. So from then on, I taught myself. Since I lived overseas, I'm an Air Force brat, so I lived overseas. Didn't have any magic shops or anything. So I went to my school library. Reading is fundamental. Fundamental. Fundamental is a new word that I'm adding in, and that's why reading is fundamental, kids, you out there. But yes, and I started creating my own magic at that point from watching David Copperfield on TV, and so I finally competed in a lot of competitions, won a lot of awards, and including Wizard Wars, which I was on last year in September. So
amazing.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So yeah, this has just been a crazy magical journey, so to speak. So thank you for having me. This is great. I don't have to wear pants. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's like the best interview ever.
I know, man. This is awesome.
Things you think about hangouts and then are actually confirmed later on.
There you go. So yeah, every show should be like this.
All wearing pajama pants.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is pretty late at night, and let's be honest, who actually stays in jeans until like 10 p.m.?
Exactly. I was thinking about wearing like a blazer and a suit and a tie up here, but nothing down below. So just it's like it's what I call business casual. Business casual right there.
Yeah, totally. Oh, I know what you mean.
No.
So yeah, the guests for the Nerd War. Alice, before you had mentioned Penn is a magician, and I didn't recognize him by the name, but then when I saw him, I actually recognized him a little bit.
How can you not know Penn and Teller? How can you not? Like, I just really want to reach to the computer and just smack you for not knowing who Penn and Teller is.
Oh, la 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 la! I can't hear what's saying.
Nice.
He doesn't want violence.
But
I don't know.
They're like fundamental in learning anything about magic. It's Penn and Teller. It's
That's old school.
David Copperfield, Penn and Teller.
I never really learned magic, so I guess I just never looked into them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You need to start reading. Reading is fundamental, like Marcus said.
Yes, fundamental, all that.
I'm already
Right.
working on rereading Harry Potter.
He was on Celebrity Apprentice.
Man, yes.
That's probably where I know it from.
He's
There
been
you go.
on tons of stuff. I mean, I just
I mean, they have their own. They have like 3 shows on TV right now.
Right,
Wizard
yep.
Wars. They have Fool Us. I think they have something else going on. They've been on TV for the last 40 years or something.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
Yeah.
yes.
All right.
That's okay. We still love you, Zach. We just have to give you a homework sheet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Man, more homework. I already have so much from school. Come on, cut me some slack.
Nice.
And then
Colors, rose snipping. I don't know what it's actually called.
Oh,
You need
yes.
to Google something resembling that so you can actually see it, and I hopefully find it easier than what I just said.
Are you talking about the rose with the shadow?
Yes.
Yes, that's I think it's called Shadow. That's what I think it's called. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Or do. I don't know. It's It can go either way.
Trust your
It's
word.
so hard to remember magic trick names because there are so many magic tricks and so many names and so many variations
Oh,
of
man.
different tricks that it's like, hey man, do you know this? No, show it to me first. Oh no, I know
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like I know if I see it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working on something new called asparagus, which is it's underground. It's that top secret stuff. So I shouldn't have even said that, but I gave y'all that little slice, a little hint.
The second judge.
Asparagus? I love it. It sounds
Oh yes. Oh, it's epic.
How is the bubble wrap thing you were working?
Ooh, yeah. So that's a funny story. Yeah, it is a funny story. I came up with this idea with the bubble wrap. This would be in 2013, actually, and I created this bubble wrap thing for the premiere. It was for the pilot, actually, for Wizard Wars, and that was unaired. Like no one ever no one has seen that episode. It will be unaired. So I was on the pilot before I was on the actual season. And for that, I created this trick with bubble wrap, which someone can stand on layers of bubble wrap, and then they sign the bottom sheet of bubble wrap, and then I whip off that bottom sheet of bubble wrap while they're standing on it, and no pops or anything like that. It just pulls straight out from under them, just like that gag which you do.
Thing?
Yeah, table. There you go. Exactly. So it's like that.
Okay.
But someone is standing on the bubble wrap as I pull a bottom sheet off that they signed. So it went great. Actually, I have actual footage with it. Then I tried it again at a performance, and it didn't go so well. So right now it's back into the fine-tuning stages, but it worked for TV at the time when it needed to. So
Great.
happy about that.
I thought it was awesome when you did it for our Magic Club here in
Yeah,
Houston.
thank you. It was interesting. That was an interesting
The
show.
carpet was against you. It was
Exactly.
just the carpet. It wasn't you.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. I had a great time, and we definitely want to go back out there again and show y'all some real work. Which I'm working on a tour right now, by the way. So I'll be touring
Yeah.
sometime this year.
I gave you Scott's information. I know I
Yes.
did.
Yes. Thank you so much again.
I want you to come back so badly so we can
Awesome.
talk.
Awesome. I think you're gonna love what I have coming up. So.
Great.
Thank you.
Well, there's something I want to talk to you about too.
Okay.
But
All right. Uh
Discussion to come later.
Yeah. I have this grand idea, and I need to run it past you because
oh. Okay. All right. I love ideas.
yeah,
I love to
need to-
tinker.
Right.
People don't use the word tinker enough. I think that's there's a lot of words that people don't use, and tinker is one of those. I love to tinker.
I love that word.
Nice. There you go. See, let's spread it like a virus, but more sanitary. But yes, you know what I mean.
Right.
Yes.
So, getting into the Nerd Warriors, like, for the episode, personally, I really liked that they were going with, like, the party games theme, because I like Pictionary, anything to do with acting, and just guessing, really. I really like those. So the episode really spoke to me. What did you guys think of it? Oh.
That's
You.
that's exactly what we're talking about.
Tonight. Every time Zach asks us a question, we all shut up, but it's usually we're talking over each other the whole night. Yeah. Tonight was interesting. I really liked seeing how they set up these nerd games. I mean, what was up with giving them Sudoku to work on and then it not being a Sudoku puzzle?
Wow, nice.
What was up with that like packet of like work that they had to do and then?
Yeah,
that was interesting.
Well, Sudoku, you're figuring out where the numbers fit in. Same with the puzzle, you had to figure out where the letters fit in.
Right. I think they would more give them like a word jumble than Sudoku, but that was just my thinking. It was kind of throwing them off track to thinking it was going to be a math problem instead of being a word problem. But I don't know.
Yeah. I just kept waiting for Toxic Avenger to come out at the end.
What was with Heather?
But are we all waiting for that?
Heather just dove into it. Just dove into it.
Oh,
crazy.
In the Nerd War?
Yeah, in the Nerd War, she just dove in that vat. That was just crazy.
Oh, that's the Nerd Off.
Oh, are we not talking about that? Am I talking about the wrong thing again?
War, when they actually did it in the house, and it was the party game.
Okay. Yeah, so that was really interesting. I wonder how Penn felt in the box, because Teller's usually the one in the box.
Nice.
So it's complete reversal. Like I was waiting for like a piano to fall on him or something to happen, and Teller just walk out with a pair of scissors and just walk off. I was really waiting for something like that to happen.
Nice. Or like he's running with scissors and stab himself, that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. I was really hoping for some, magical introduction, and I didn't get that. I kind of felt a little bit.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like playing to like the element that they're from, but yeah, I guess not.
Right. And I'm very jealous that Rochelle got to sit next to him the whole time, because I would have pushed everybody off the couch just to sit next to him and been like, "Hi, let's talk about magic."
Nice.
I'm jealous that Penn got to sit next to Rachel.
Yeah.
So there we go. We'll both be jealous of the other person. Personally,
but the other guest, I didn't know her name when they said it originally, and I don't know it now. But she's from Under the Dome, and I actually am like a season behind on that. But it's a really good show. I like her character on that. She seemed really nice. So it was definitely different from previous contest or guest judges we've had or judging. This is the first time where the celebrities have actually interacted with the nerds. Which is
it reminded me a lot
different.
of Hollywood Game Night. If you've ever heard of that show.
Nice.
Yeah.
They follow that.
Interesting to see Penn draw an invisibility cloak, because that drawing is not his strong.
I will give
we
it
know
to
why
them.
you're a magician now, Penn. We know. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is there a certain power that you would have besides invisibility?
Me?
Anybody.
I don't
Any
know.
and everybody.
Yeah, speed, man. I'm not able to move stuff.
Oh.
You want the Force?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having telekinesis. Yeah, I'll move objects with my mind. I'm good for that.
Yeah. That or teleportation would probably what I would have.
Teleportation would be
awesome.
cool.
Oh yeah, no passport? Come on.
Can I really melt all the damn snow around here?
Yeah, just make
Firestorm
make
need.
a Human Torch.
Yeah.
I could be Starfire, or I could be Phoenix, but she causes a little bit too much ruckus.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ruckus is also another good word. I love that.
Like amok. Amok, amok, amok.
Amok. Ooh.
Now I keep thinking about Hocus Pocus when you say that.
Nice.
Like instantly you say amok, and I think of Sarah Jessica Parker bouncing around saying that. It's horrible.
Amok, amok, amok.
Amok, amok. Yeah.
Or just amok. That's another good one.
Ooh. That's too much
Yeah.
game. You gotta save that game. That's good game. Yeah, you gotta reserve that game for certain times. Good.
I had
Flabber-
kids at school.
Flabbergasted?
Hangman. Oh yes,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
that's more fun to say.
Flabbergasted.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
In fact, I've upgraded my Mystifier to Flabbergaster. I am the Flabbergaster.
Oh,
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
See that on your business
You heard it here
card.
first.
Go with that. That's a good title.
Everybody heard it here first. I am the
Yeah.
Flabbergaster, the original.
yeah, but that's
That's first, people. Marcus Eddie is the flabbergasted.
The Flabbergaster.
Flabbergasted.
Part 2 featuring Gary Busey as the sidekick. That's great. That's a very good one. That's good.
he's starting shenanigans.
Nice.
Oh, shenanigans always happen.
Shenanigans is my
Everywhere we go.
shenanigans
So,
is
like I found that there was a real like back and forth with the two teams. Like Hulavu, but correct if I'm wrong, but like Hulavu was ahead first, and then Smash tied it up, and then it was just like constant back and forth pull the whole way along,
yeah, completely.
which
It
was
was very
that
neck
was
and
really
neck.
good. It really shows the continuity and the brilliance of each team, like the energy level matching. I thought that was really good. And then
It all came down to My Little Pony.
it came down to My Little Pony, and was it Caitlin that yelled out the answer?
It was Caitlin and Rochelle at the same time.
Okay, because
And
I was gonna
slow motion,
I-
which made it even
I was
better.
watching it. I couldn't quite fully understand who was saying it because since I'm in Canada, I have been watching the shows through Alice's computer because we get in the Hangout beforehand, and so I can actually watch and not be left out. So thank you, Alice. And yeah, I thought that was kind of amusing how you got a Pegasus sister saying the answer, and then you also have Caitlin, who in past episodes has mentioned her horse multiple times and mentioned stuff about equestrian, and then that happened. But personally, I thought it was a really neat moment.
Yeah. It was a great moment and a great victory for House Hulavu. They needed it.
They really did.
And it sucks to see people, go home every week, but unfortunately that's the show and that's life.
It is how things need to be.
We
See,
all
I
go home again.
But, yeah, Marcus, you won, and you should have come back as a wizard this season.
Nice.
That's
A lot of people said that. That would have been great. That would have been fun to do.
Yeah.
There is talks about season 2, so
Nice.
we shall see. I don't know about being a wizard or anything, but there's talks about being involved in that as well. So.
If you go
we shall
back, I want to go with you.
All right, cool. Nice.
I'll come
You
be your
should go.
partner.
Nice. That'd be awesome. That'd be epic.
We'll see.
Well,
now
they
you
say
have
they
to come up
need
with
more female magicians, so,
Say it again.
They keep saying they need more female magicians, so.
And we do. Yes, we do. Yes.
And then I love right after the challenge was over, and Curtis and Bobby were saying Smash, you have to send 2 people to do their nut off, and then Rachel comes out with the Hunger Games reference, which I thought was great.
I totally missed that because I was talking to Marcus
It
on the
was
phone.
the I volunteer at tribute
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
sign. I thought that was a nice quirky moment.
Yeah.
That was very noble of you, by the way.
It was very noble of her. Unfortunately, well, if that had worked, that would have been great for Smash because they would have had all their people still. But such is not the game.
Right.
The judges can't be voted off like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they should have kept Penn on and let him stay in the pods. That would have been hilarious later to see him all cozy with a book in the pod.
Get in the
reading,
pod.
Hi, I'm not leaving. I could stay.
I
you
will
know.
stay here until the next challenge, and then you'll need me again. Even if you don't need me, I'll come back.
Right. I mean, at least we should have gotten like some magical poof vanish, you know.
Ooh, a ninja vanish. There you go.
Yeah, ninja vanish.
Yeah.
You think at his age he can still do a ninja vanish?
I think so. I think so. I think you can pull off the best.
Yeah.
Maybe slower, but no. Love you, Vin. Love you, if you're still watching.
Right.
Okay.
I tried
so,
that one. I tripped over something and fell.
Nice.
right quick, let's do a real brief recap of the Nerd Off with Colby and what she appeared blindsided Heather.
Yeah. That was crazy.
That was crazy. I personally didn't see it coming. Of course, I didn't watch. I don't like at the end of the previous episode. They had that little clip from before, and I didn't recognize it. But Andrew, one of my followers on Twitter, and he's actually in the chat right now. Let's see. Yes, Andrew. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your name. Iemo?
Inmo?
Inmo. I do apologize. He actually messaged me and said, I think Heather's going to go home. And I said, no, I don't think that's going to happen. And then it happened. So, yes, Andrew, you did call it right. I tip my hat to you, sir.
I really didn't know. I mean, I knew Colby was going in as soon as when they lost. I mean, that was automatically what was going to happen. But I didn't know who they were going to pick out of the three.
Right. And if the other team, like, it just made sense.
Right.
He's a threat.
He is a threat.
It's definitely a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Colby, we are cheering for you, man. I'm cheering for you. Too many guys have gone home already.
Yeah.
You need to stop doing that.
But a girl finally went home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I know there are only 3 guys left, and there's 5 girls, but the guys are going to make a comeback, and I've been saying this from the beginning. We are going to have a male king this year.
Uh-oh.
I really think Colby can win.
Between Colby's smarts and Jonathan's smarts plus game strategy, I think the guys are going to take it. And plus Ben, who doesn't love Ben?
Yeah.
Can we be honest here?
Xander got mad at me earlier because I messaged him, how cute is Ben? And he was like, what? Am I nothing? And I was like, no, you're cute extreme. It's a whole new category. So,
extreme cuteness? Wow, that's hard to achieve.
Yeah. You have to watch his, Marcus, you have to watch his sneak peek videos he does for King of the Nerds every week. They're
cool.
Great. Yeah.
I'm on it.
We have a lot of nerdiness.
Hey, and see, the nerds are making a comeback. See, that's what's up.
They are indeed.
That's what's up. It's about time. Isn't it about time? Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, we are going through that stunning reversal that Curtis talked about in the very first episode in the series premiere.
Nice.
The nerds are making the stunning reversal.
Yeah, and Magic's making a huge comeback too.
Huge right now.
Huge. Like
so,
10 years ago, we would have never had anything like this.
Exactly.
Of course not.
Yeah.
It was very selective about 10 years ago, but now everybody has a chance to I guess make a name for themselves, be seen, which is a really exciting time for those who have been in front of their mirror in their room for so long, just practicing for themselves.
Or in front of a camera.
There you go. And or in front of or for your cat, who hasn't done magic for a cat before? Come on.
I do magic for my cat.
I think Marcus is watching me. I feel he seems to know me. He's mystifying me.
I'm totally flabbergasting you right now. You're totally getting flabbergasted.
I feel discombobulated. You got very close there for a second.
Ooh, yeah.
All right.
And
so
asparagus. Boom.
Boom.
it
Hashtag
would
asparagus.
seem to
Right
me
now.
that you guys are very anxious to talk about magic. Is that correct?
I love magic.
All right.
Well, I'm just gonna say, magic is good. You're too young to know about all that stuff.
Magic is good and good for you, which people don't really understand, but yes.
Before we get into the magic, though, can we touch real quick on this Aquaman drop that happened earlier today?
Ooh. Did I miss that?
They showed
you're
a picture of Zack Snyder.
Yes, the Aquaman
I did see the
movie
photo.
that
I
Zack
saw the
Snyder
photo.
is directing.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The photo.
Yeah, okay.
We have an Aquaman, and he is not who I would have expected. He does not look like I would have expected.
I'm excited.
Oh, he's gotta look rough. Look at
Yeah.
the rest of the crew. I mean, although I will say the picture doesn't quite fit with the other three. The other three either have rain or just like the gritty background, and his is like a flat black. So I know when
It's
they
like-
stagger, it kind of doesn't look like it fits. But yeah, he's been hanging around Detroit. He's gonna open a bar here in Detroit now. So I just
Nice.
feel like.
Yeah, that was the Aquaman, photo shoot. He has one where he does this with the Triton. He has the one where he has the sultry eyes. He has all that. So
He'll be drinking his beer.
exactly,
Product placement.
exactly.
Come to this bar.
Oh my gosh. It's an MK.
Here.
Hey, Mary Kate!
Here, vampire.
Hey!
MK.
Yeah.
Hi. Can y'all hear me okay? This is like y'all are like popping my computer's cherry of Google Hangouts. This is the first
Nice.
Google Hangout I've done on my new computer.
And that's my iPad
Well,
too.
we are so glad that we could.
She had it all.
You better say it.
Mary?
Say it.
Pop. Yeah.
Here it is.
I went there.
Zach nerd boner smacking him in the face.
Mary
Yeah.
Kate, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm really pissed off at myself because I forgot my charger for my computer. I'm really pissed off. I drove 5 hours, and this was my plan tonight, was going to be here at Nerd Central and then pop over to the 4chan people because I promised them I'd be on, and it was dumb. I feel really dumb. So this is like the second time I've forgotten my charger because now that I have a new computer and it keeps a charge without me having to have it, I'm dumb. I'm just dumb. It's okay.
It's cool.
You went, we don't forget things.
Yeah.
What are you clink drinking with tonight?
Cheap gas. Well, it wasn't really cheap. It was gas station beer because I couldn't find anything here in Bossier City, Louisiana. So it's Blue Moon. I'm saving my
Nice.
fat tire in the
Fat
fridge.
tire.
Yeah, that's
Fat
right.
tire in the house. There you go.
But yep. So I'm saving that one. For whenever my computer dies and I'm cut off from the world. So just,
because
beer,
beer,
clutch it.
yeah. Beer is the internet. Without if you have none, that equals internet.
yeah.
I'm all
you can make your own
over the
internet
world.
with it.
Come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
People gotta catch up.
Mary Kate, right quick, we're talking about the Aquaman reveal. Have you seen it yet?
Oh, yeah. I have like mixed feelings. Like, I mean, what's his face? I don't know I don't know actors. Drogo, not Drogo.
Jason Momoa something.
Jason Momoa? Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah. Momo.
Really hot guy from season 1 of Game of Thrones. I haven't read the book.
Drogo.
Yeah.
Thank
Khal
you. I was
Drogo, yeah.
bringing it up, but I don't think anyone else would have said anything, so I was like, I'll just stay quiet.
He was
No,
also on Stargate Atlantis. I'm
Oh
just
wow.
saying.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
think
The
that's
Dredge
what a lot of
guy?
people
Who's the
know.
Dredge?
Atlantis. Look at that. Sorry, again, Atlantis, and then Aquaman.
Sorry, I'm an SG-1 purist. Whenever Stargate Atlantis came out, I was like, this is the sign of the end of SG-1, so therefore I hate it. So
Yeah.
I have
So
I
you're a
need to go and actually watch Atlantis. I've heard Atlantis is fantastic. I have so much prejudice against it because I was like, as soon as it came out, no joke, I was like, that means that SG-1 is going to be no more pretty soon, and I hate that idea. So yeah.
I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I'm that same way with the next generation of Star Trek. I was not a fan of Next Generation and on.
I understand. I
Oh,
understand. I mean, again, that was my SG-1. So
Yeah.
I'm just not that picky. And now that we know that he was on Stargate Atlantis, maybe we should watch it, Mary Kate.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard Atlantis is really good. It's just taken me almost a decade to be like, oh, okay, I guess I'll try it. I guess you twist my arm. I might go into it like this. I don't like it. Well, I might like it a little bit, but I don't like it.
Well, he's topless a lot. You might like it. So.
I mean, okay. So back to the Aquaman thing, though. Like, is that just supposed to be a black and white photo that they released? I mean, it's a pretty epic photo. The costume is really cool, but like, where's the color?
Yeah.
Well,
It's for
they don't
surprise.
have either. Although I still see it. It drives me nuts. When they show the Batman one where he's in front of the Batmobile, there is this, where to God I see it. I've said it since it came out. It looks like a stretched out Joker face in the door. People say it's like the reflection off of the seat, but you don't see that on the other side of the car. There's no other color, but I swear I see. It's like a stretched out. That's just me.
Hmm.
No,
I started waiting for any documents for the summer to say anything else. But that's what I just keep seeing, anytime I look at it, in that door frame behind him.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm excited about the movie in general. I can't wait for the whole experience.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing I was actually really surprised with the Aquaman release, no joke, or teaser. Possible teaser, and I don't know. I've not read a whole lot of DC because I'm a Marvel girl, bad hardcore. But I do also have my DC phases too, though, because just like right now, Marvel kind of sucks. So and DC, apparently they're coming back. I'm listening to my Carla. What? Wait, say that again.
I say DC's doing good for TV shows. I will give them that.
They do
like
great
The Flash.
animated shows. They do great animated shows. I haven't watched any. I haven't watched Arrow yet or The Flash yet. That's because of my prejudice. Because I'm a dork. But I don't know if you guys are actually into comics and stuff. Y'all should check out Comic Book Girl 19. She is like, she's top number 1 in my Guilt-Free 3 ladies list.
Nice.
I love her very much. But she's a Marvel girl, and she's recently come out with a couple of DC comics, and she was like, hey, so shocker, I'm talking about DC comics right now. I know all I do is talk about Marvel, but here we go. So she's kind of, so I listen to everything she says pretty much now. Like anything she wants me to read, I'll read it. And so y'all should check her out. She's pretty awesome. She has really good reviews. And she has a really sexy calendar out right now, too, so if you're into that.
That helps. That always helps.
If you want to put her information in the side chat in the Hangout, I can put her information down in the description for the show.
Okie dokie.
And then you can all go and check out the calendar, because everyone needs a calendar, right?
Yeah. Her Twitter is it's really sad that I actually know like everything. Like I sound like a stalker, really. I fucking love her. She's awesome.
Oh, it's alright. I know what you're talking about with that one. I've been there. I've kind of a little bit.
Wait, you've been a stalker or the stalky?
No, not what I mean at all.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, all right.
I've been to the level where like,
Okay.
hey, I can list off this person's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Nice. Again,
Why do I know
for
all
the third
this?
time.
Oh gosh. Magic.
Yay, magic!
You guys want to take us away with that?
Magic.
Oh, how thrilled were you with Penn Jillette there? That was so fucking cool.
It was so awesome. A very, very, very jelly that I was not there for that. So I'll get my chance eventually.
Yes, you will. Yes, and you should.
I
So,
love
Marcus,
Penn Jillette so much.
Really? Okay. See, you have to school Zach on who Penn Jillette is.
Yeah, we all do.
He's the man.
Y'all know who Penn Jillette is?
I do. Zach doesn't.
only
Yeah, no.
we all, the rest of us.
I'm just confused.
We had
I'm sorry. My internet's really shitty right now, so I'm cutting out.
Hotel Wi-Fi. What can you expect?
Yeah.
I know. So sorry if I'm talking and y'all don't understand what I'm saying either.
It's cool.
That's okay.
That's good.
I'm enjoying the picture that pops up in your spot with the fangs.
Yes.
I don't know yes, the avatar that you have with the fangs. That's awesome. It's kind of creepy, but that's what I like.
That's my Marceline costume.
Very
Nice.
nice avatar,
Yeah.
I will admit.
Actually, fun story about that particular picture that I have up. Stephanie Masco, she's on the current season of Face Off. I was
nice.
staying in a room with her at C2E2 2 years ago, and my makeup was looking messed up. Let me tell you, I was just like splotchy and everything. I had never done like full face makeup, and she gave me like all this makeuping tips and all this shit. And 2 years later, guess what? She's on season 7 of Face Off. What up? And she's killing it. She won like 2 weeks ago's episode, so like she's killing it.
Nice.
Team Masco, y'all should go support her.
Cool. I love Face Off.
Yeah, me too.
That is awesome.
I love all the sci-fi shows that have been going on throughout the years. I mean, like,
Sci-Fi's doing its thing right now. It's really good.
sci-fi is on an awesome kick, and it's actually, you know what? I'm
I'm still mad that they canceled Eureka and Warehouse 13, and I will never
Wow.
forgive them.
That's hey, it's on Netflix now.
With my
It's on Netflix.
shows, that was mean.
Nah, yeah. Did you
Eureka
relive
was
it through
amazing
Netflix?
for what it was. If you haven't seen Eureka, please check it out. It's like 5 or 6
Yeah,
seasons. I won't watch the last season.
Eureka is one of those shows that you have to go into. Like, it takes you almost a season to understand its humor and appreciate its humor. And once you do, it's a beautifully written show, and it's super fun. Like, the whole thing, you have a great time during the whole thing. And it's kind of Warehouse 13 is kind of the same way.
Yeah. It's very fun. But
Yeah.
it teaches you something. Like, Eureka would be like something about science or history or something in its own fun way, and then Warehouse is all about the artifacts and history, and
Oh, okay.
that was really awesome. And I think they even did a Houdini episode, if I
Alright.
remember. Yeah.
Nice.
there is a show coming to Sci-Fi on. I have the information up here on April 2nd called Olympus, and it's basically like what it sounds like. It's mythological, so it's a mythological drama series. It's going to be 13 episodes long about the Greek gods, and my buddy Wayne Burns, he's actually going to be in it.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And I'm really looking forward to that one. Just A, because it's Greek mythology, and B, like, I know a guy I went to school with is going to be on it, so that's pretty sweet.
Nice, man. I
so-
love Greek mythology. That's probably one of my favorite things that I learned in school.
Oh,
I think my spirit animal is a minotaur. I really do.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's mine.
That's a pretty powerful animal to go with.
I think
And
so.
I think it's fitting.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think I have my own reasons for picking that, but yeah, I just think it's badass too. Long story short.
Oh, yeah. Bull, it's power.
Yes.
For sure. So, Marcus, you mentioned that you had a bubble wrap trick. What
Yes.
other sort of tricks do you do?
Oh man. Mostly I do a lot of magic with ordinary items I have around. I was wanting to show you something today, but I don't know if you can see. I actually have a little wound here, a little band-aid. I know. It's a little boo-boo. I know. Actually, here, let me show you. If you don't mind getting a little grossed out, watch. You see?
Is this a horror episode? That's next week. Come on, Mark.
Check it out.
No.
I hate this part, but what?
Oh, goodness.
Wait, am I doing it right?
Whoa.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
I'm staring at earrings, so after you start poking a stick out, I kind of was like done with it. Cute things.
Goodness gracious, man.
Ouch. Yeah,
Nice.
that sucked.
Goodness.
Oh, yeah. All right, so that should actually free my fingers up a little bit for some magic now. There you go. All right, had to get that out. like to do something with cards. Something very unique about these cards, though. Actually, I have. You really have to play along with me here. I actually have an invisible card right here. Can you see the invisible card?
I see it plain as day.
Nice. You're stranger than I am. That's strange. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna put this right here in my pocket, and we'll get to that card a little bit later. Okay. I know. Actually, I said I actually had a card. Let's see. Alice, do you have a deck of cards with you?
Yes, actually, I do.
Can you bring up the whole card so everybody can see the cards in camera's view?
Cards.
Can we see the cards? There, boom. All right. So now I want you to all think of a card, but really we'll do this with Alice. So I want everybody to think of a card. Alice, do you have a card in mind? Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. If you could you take out that card that you have and just put it aside? Can you pull it up? If you show it to the camera, show it to the back of the camera. Don't show it to the face. Do not show the face of the camera. Just the back. Okay. Only the back.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay, great. I want you to check. I'm gonna see if you guys can see this. Can you see my cards here? Can you see?
Yes, I see your
Is that a frame? Perfect. This is one of those boxes that those casino cards that have the holes cut out.
Okay.
Right there. Yeah. So actually, I don't have any cards yet. But like I said, we're using our imagination with this. So I want you to watch really closely. Right there. Watch. All I do is just snap. And if you look, every single card now appears inside of that box. Look at that. Is that correct? Nice. But but remember, I actually put a card in my pocket earlier, right?
Right.
I want you to look. Now in my pocket, there's a card.
Oh.
Alice, for the very first time, you're thinking of a card.
Right.
What card are we thinking of?
The Queen of Hearts.
Queen of
Don't
Hearts.
even. Don't even. Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Wow. Get it.
Oh, that's crazy.
And he's gone. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. That was good.
He disappears.
Oh no.
I flabbergasted it so much the internet went out. There you go.
Marcus said
so,
the internet.
Nice. I actually, so that's the kind of magic I do. It's funny enough that I would say about 20 minutes before I came on, I actually created that routine. Like that whole routine was created about 20 minutes before I got on. And so that's the kind of magic that I really love to do, and that's why I think Wizard Wars was so good for me, because I actually love just to create kind of like almost on the spot. So
Yeah.
On the spot kind of stuff. That's cool.
it takes me a really short amount of time to come up with an idea. So, for instance, if people haven't seen Wizard Wars is like Iron Chef for magic creators. You got two teams of magicians who have like a series of items that they have to create a routine or trick with. And so when I was called to do that, it was funny because my interview, I was asked to create a trick. I'm not sure about the new seasons if they have to do that, but for the pilot, I had to create a trick with whatever I had with me. So I looked around and I had a packet of pipe cleaners around. I had strange things around my house. I had a bulldog clip that I saw, and then I saw a notepad. So they gave me time to create a routine with those three random items in that. So I came back and they loved it, and then there you go. Here we are.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. So did you come up with like a new trick each week to present to the judges for Wizard Wars?
No. It was all in one. It was all in one shot. Yeah. It's only every episode is a one-off. So there's always a winner for each episode. It's not like you have to go through 10 episodes to find the winner. Like these reality shows. It's every episode has a winner. And so I was fortunate enough to.
That's intense though. Super intense.
Yes.
How long? They never tell us how long do you have to come up with that routine before you have to present it.
Exactly. they give us a little bit of time. A little bit of time. It's not too much time, but it's more time that I think that the audience believes. They never say that they have this much time to do it, and they just say they've already filmed it, so let's see what they filmed. So
Right.
we've already filmed our trick ahead of time, but it's actually a live performance right then and there for everybody of what we came up with. So that's always fun.
Yeah, yeah. I love how you guys worked with the audience and your poker chips, man.
Oh, nice.
That was
Cool,
my
man.
favorite part of that. Please work with me on that because I suck.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah, it's great, and I couldn't have done any of that without my buddy Nathan Burton, who was my partner, which is great because and Nathan Burton had I actually when I was younger, looking at all these magicians on TV, he was actually one of the people that I saw who I was really interested in. So years and years and years later, to be able to work with him is kind of a crazy thing. That's been happening a lot. Like all the people that I admired back when I was a kid, I now have worked with, and I'm still working with them. So it's very very humbling. It's very amazing to know that, hey, I used to lick you when I was a kid, and now I'm actually working with you and creating with you. I think that's the true magic. That's behind the scenes magic for me.
are you still creating effects for Penguin, or are you doing your own site, or?
So I have one more release that I'm about to release pretty soon. It is a trick that I created for the pilot of Wizard Wars. So I'm waiting for a good time to release it. It'll be during the season. So it'll be coming out pretty quick. So be on the lookout for that. But I'm always working on something new. So yes, I will keep you up to date. How about that?
Nice. Yeah, and everybody check out Wizard Wars Thursday nights on Sci-Fi Channel. It's always breathtaking.
Nice.
Always.
There you
I'll
go.
put the link to the Wizard Wars page on Sci-Fi in the description below, so you can go check up and read up on that.
Yeah. So MK's being really quiet, and I want to hear what MK's thoughts are about this season compared to last season.
MK.
Let's
Sorry,
get
I'm so quiet. I'm giving Katie some makeup tips. So, yeah. For this season, I think it's pretty phenomenal. It's very well edited. There is a dark cloud that's not on the season that there was on mine. Everyone seems a lot happier. Regardless, there is some drama, but that comes whenever you have very large personalities all in the same house. It just comes with the territory. But overall, it's a lot better balanced, it seems, this season. I really think that the PR team and marketing team did a fantastic job with the season marketing it. There's a fucking billboard in Times Square for King of the Nerds. How fucking cool. I think it's amazing. So, I thought that was incredible. So I think they really have kind of hit their stride with season 3. They kind of know what they're doing now. They know what they need to do for the market that is interested in King of the Nerds, and I think it's great. I love the new nerds. I think they're all fantastic, and I mean I've met all of them now, and they really are really great people. So this tonight's episode. I'm not going to spoil anything for those of you, like some people who are on Pacific Coast time and stuff. But so I think that this episode tonight is just a very telltale sign of how different King of the Nerds is compared to like reality shows like Big Brother and Survivor, because we do get very invested in each other's friendships, and we do form these bonds with one another. And even though we might have to stab each other in the back sometimes, at the end of the day, we are all, we all do realize that we are nerds coming together to form this bond in Nerdvana, and I think it's really great. So, yeah, I know I just kind of got on a pedestal a second there, but I like it. I love season 3. I think they're doing a great job, and I love the new nerds. So I hope you guys are loving it too.
Oh my
Nerd.
gosh, loving it so
I like that
much.
opener with Curtis's booty.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Oh, that was crazy.
I know Curtis time too. Like I can, whatever. So y'all know we did like a cameo thing. So we get there, the producers, everybody's just so giddy about that first episode. They're just like they can't hold it back. They have to tell us about it because they're so excited about it, which rightly so because it was fantastic. It was fantastically executed and well done. I loved it. I thought the first episode was fantastic.
It was. I remember I'm watching the first episode and I'm thinking this season is going to be probably there's going to be a lot of highlights coming out of the season.
Oh yeah.
I remember.
I think the thing you have to remember about like reality TV is that first season they're just trying this idea out, and then the second season they're like, okay, well this didn't work first season, so let's try this, and they kind of hit their stride in the third season of reality TV. They make it that far, and luckily they made it that far, and I really think that King of the Nerds has finally hit their stride, and they know how to market it well. They know how to edit it well. They know they know what to do with it. They know what to do with these intellectual and fun individuals they have locked in our cage of Nirvana. So I don't know. Yeah. I think that they've kind of hit their stride now, and I think that we're just seeing the beginning of really something incredible in the future.
So who are you rooting for, Mary? Who are you rooting for? Who do you think is going to win it?
Well, I was rooting for Heather. Because she was kind of, honestly, Heather was kind of like a person who I really connected with because, honestly, if I didn't have certain things happen on my season, I'm pretty sure I would have been more like Heather because she reminds me a lot. Like, I describe Heather as Scary Mary. Like, my friends I have two personalities. One is Mama Kate and one is Scary Mary. And Mary 100% of the time. And so it's just one of those things, like, I think, it's interesting. So I was, of course, rooting for Heather. So now that she's out, I think I'm going to root for my brony, my Pega sister, Rochelle.
Yes. Another for Rochelle. Yay.
Yep, I'm going to root for her.
Who's been your favorite judge so far that you've seen?
I really love Billy Boyd, even though hobbits don't know nothing about sci-fi, which was a great line. We cannot deny that was a great line.
Oh dear, that was a crazy situation. And I know this is probably a very obvious answer, but who's your least favorite judge?
My least favorite judge? I'm trying to remember all the ones that happened this season.
Moby.
Wait, who am I supposed to say? Moby? Well, I was there. I listened, Moby.
Oh, yeah, you were in the audience, of course.
Yeah, I was there during the whole thing.
You have, the whole scenario behind you. We just have what we saw.
I know.
Yeah, back to knowledge.
Yeah, I guess, I think that Moby could have, his criticism could have come off a little bit better than it did. However, I think Moby is also a very high personality person. Whenever you put two high personality people like Moby and Heather, and they're very, very opinionated, and they go against each other, it's not gonna be a good thing. It's just something that happens.
But it was just a song.
Yeah. So,
factual.
As long as we're not talking about Gravity, we're okay.
Nice.
We're not going to talk about Gravity this evening. We're not going to bring that up.
No.
It's not even brought up.
Us, we realized that Nathan Fillion was on Gravity Falls and Big Bang Theory this week.
Yes.
Nathan Fillion?
Wait, Nathan Fillion was on Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
Last night.
Oh, man, I need to watch the episode then. Right.
Well, maybe he's going to be on King of the Nerds Season 4. What, can I sign up? I want to do that.
Right.
And we kidnap him and chain him in a box in a room just for us.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who would probably do very bad things if he was on King of the Nerds.
Nice.
I hope that I'm there. Maybe they don't want me there. They're gonna make sure I'm not there. Pickle web.
I was very fortunate to get to meet Nathan Fillion last year, and he's a very, very nice man. and I really feel kind of bad for all the women that fondle him.
Well, I mean,
Did you really feel
I
bad?
feel bad because he knows he's good looking, but
He's really handsome.
yeah.
the thing about Nathan Fillion, I think the reason he is so popular, honestly, is not only because he's very talented at what he does, but he's also one of those people who will be such a genuine human being to you. Whenever I meet, like, Battlestar Galactica is, I'm sorry, right here, it is like the end-all be-all for me of a sci-fi drama to me. Like, that is my absolute favorite TV show. It's the reimagined version of Battlestar. I am one of those people who collect autographs, who collect pictures, who collect memorabilia, like that. I have a corner, unfortunately not in my new house because it's teeny tiny, but I used to have a corner called Battlestar Galactica Corner where I have all my shit all decked out. And whenever I meet my idols, not really idols, but people who really meant a lot to me on Battlestar Galactica, and they're not that great, it's really disappointing. But, Nathan, you hear so many positive stories about him, and it makes him that makes me more of a fan of his because he understands he is where he's at because of his fans. I think that's so important for actors and anybody to really realize, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just
Marcus.
Sorry, I went on a tangent about Battlestar. Whenever I get on Battlestar, I just kind of go off. Sorry about that. I was using that as an example, though.
We all have our that we can talk hours about.
Like Mark Shepard, and like I really loved him. He was Lampkin in Battlestar Galactica. He's been in a lot of other stuff, but he was so disappointing. He was just like ready to get he's like, just take a picture with me. He didn't even look at the camera. It was just like so disappointing.
Wait, Mark Shepard?
Mark Shepard, yeah.
Mark Shepard that was Canton on Firefly and
yes.
I had a completely different experience with him. I met him a couple of years ago, and he was so nice. Like,
yeah.
And that's the thing you have to also. So it's really dumb that I get asked to go sit at conventions like I'm doing this weekend because I was only on King of the Nerds for 3 episodes. Things that I do take from meeting some people who I love watching on television is every person that I meet wants the exact same thing as the person previously. Like, they want that interaction. They want to experience. They want to have that conversation with you. They want to have that memorable experience. They want to be like, no shit, there I was, and I talked flying spaceships with so-and-so, and they want that. Yeah. And I think that's so important, and it's exhausting, even for ZZ lists as me. It's exhausting, and just like I got him on he had it with all the people that he'd seen, and I get it. It was so disappointing.
You're retelling the same thing over and over and over, and after a few times, it just starts to sound repetitive and kind of loses the magic.
Well, sort of. It's more of it's not even necessarily telling the same thing. It's having a individual moment with that person.
There you go.
Because I'm all about, everyone is such an individual. I don't care. We can all put ourselves under a nerd umbrella, but we all are different people, and we all have our different things that we like. And I might connect with this person on a Battlestar Galactica and Firefly level, but this person might only like how Vipers are built in Battlestar, but think that they're bullshit, though, in actuality. And I love talking that kind of stuff because everyone's so different. Yep. I think that's important, to remember, and that's how you keep it interesting, but it's also super exhausting.
Nice.
Right. I mean, I guess it's different. Being a magician, when we do magic, Marcus knows this. It's a lot of the times it's one-on-one interaction with people, and it's awesome to connect with them, and mystify them, as Marcus said earlier.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah. But to do that for a couple thousand people, one right after the other, it wear you down. I totally understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, whenever you said, whenever you have to tell the same story over and over again, or for instance, for us, it would be like, hey, can you make my wife disappear? I hear that every time. Like 9 times out of 10 when I'm doing
Right,
restaurants, someone says that. So it's those same things that you have to act like you haven't heard it a million times, and
So,
you also have to come
man.
across as genuine, that you are excited about hearing that, or
I mean,
just because your fans are your fans, just like you said earlier,
exactly.
and you have to treat everybody with
As
the same
individuals.
respect.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Yeah,
yes, I can make your wife disappear. I can take her with me.
the gravity shit for me every time.
Yeah. So. Just
Man,
be nice.
You hit the, but like a lot of people, because you guys, you're performers, and like I'm in a way a performer. And if you think about people who do theater for a living, whenever they have show, like people who are on Broadway in New York, because I'm very ignorant on the theater scene. That's what I'm going to use as an example.
Nice.
On the theater scene in Broadway, they do show after show. They do 2 shows a day for 6 days a week. Like, but every performance has to be special, and because you have a new audience that wants to, I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting thing, and it's exhausting. It's really exhausting. I really respect performers, kind of like you guys. Like, I can't imagine doing what you do because it's even more of a concentration thing where you don't get in a kind of a zone where you just are like perform like. You glaze out, your eyes are glazed over, and you're reciting something. You're actually performing in front of these people and giving them a good show. So I could not do it.
Yeah. Actually, I bet you could. It's really, you mentioned the zone, which is a really good thing to be in. And usually, musicians go through this, but really, when you're doing what you love, you're always in the zone. So it's not repetitive. So that moment where you feel like you're being repetitive and that you're just basically you're phoning it in, maybe you need to take a break from it or something. But for me, I'm always loving to perform for anyone, and I can perform for hours and still be in the zone the whole time. And then when I'm done, I can crash, But while I'm in the zone, you stay in the zone and keep it going.
Oh yeah.
And I see. There's a question. Do you see that people are hurried through so they can't have the interaction at cons that they want? Yeah, I definitely see that. I mean, my experience with Mary McDonnell, who is President Rosalind, and all sorts of, she's a wonderful actress. Almost wanted to slip her my hotel room number, actually. She's on my.
You already did. That's funny. I know you did.
She is my Madam President, I'm just going to say. I definitely see that, and I really, really respect people, the ones, I mean, like, I totally understand being rushed through and that they can't help that, but the ones who really go out of their way, like Zarek, what's his name? He was the original Apollo from Battlestar Galactica. Richard Hatch, thank you. He is a fucking amazing experience. Like, I go see him every year I'm at Dragon Con because he is amazing. I get a sign print every year because he is one of the most. He sits and talks with me forever because he doesn't really have a line, unfortunately. Because even though both of his characters, Captain Apollo and Tom Zarek, both wonderful characters, especially Tom Zarek, wonderful written character, villain or hero, maybe. But it had wonderful talks with him, and just those kind of experiences. Like I think like the people who might be a lesser known character, and they really embrace the fact that I'm not like one of the headliners, but I'm gonna still talk with these people because they're the reason I'm here and getting paid. Like it's cool. I don't know. But yeah, you definitely have a point. Whoever made that comment about being hurried through, because I've definitely had those, but the small interactions. Oh, okay. So I might tell you guys. Okay, so. A really cool experience I had once was I was with Gaius Baltar, James Callis, and like I was hurried and I was doing all sorts of cosplay at Dragon Con like 2-3 years ago, and it was 3 years ago, and I couldn't, and I knew James Callis was there, and I was like, I've got to get his signature, I've got to get it, it's got to be in my collection, I've got to have it, and so I'm in my Princess Python costume, which is old school Marvel villain. I have a 13-foot long python I made, hand sewed, sequins on, took me 2 months to do. So I'm like walking up there in this like costume, this get up, and I'm like, I walk up to him, I'm like talking to my friend, I'm like, what am I gonna say to him? I gotta, okay. And I walk up, I don't say anything, and James Callis goes, my dear, you look fantastic. Can I get a picture of you? And I was like, So I'm like trying to like be sexy.
He's not sure. Let's do it, honey.
Oh my god! And so I was like, he took the picture and he's my photo. He's like, what did he say? Gosh, it's so wonderful. I can't believe I'm blanking on what he said. You had me with Python. James Love, James Callis. I was like, oh my god! And there was like they weren't allowing photos, whatever or whatsoever. And it's like, so you get a picture of me? Can I get a picture with you in my costume, maybe? And he was like, as long as we can take one on my phone too. And I was like, yes, son, we can. that was like my like utter fangirl, like total fangirl moment of my life. It was bad.
Awesome.
But yeah. Sorry. I loved it.
Fan moments.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite moments from, well, I guess it was last year now, was that I got to do magic for the guy who does the voice for Futurama.
For Fry?
For Fry on Futurama, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
And
So, like, was he there,
That's
or was just the
awesome.
voice was just there?
he was there, and
Okay, cool.
he was really nice. He's like, he does the M&Ms too. I didn't know that, and like,
Oh.
Oh yeah. Okay, I hear that now. Yeah.
that I remember from my childhood, and I'm like, wait, you're all the same person? This boggles my mind. And then he tells me after I'm done doing magic for him that he knows Penn and Teller, and he's known them for like 40-something years, and is like texting Penn right then. He's like, female magician right here, didn't think one existed. And I was
What?
like,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
and it was like, he was like, what's your name? I gotta tell him your name. And I'm like, no, please don't. You know, I'm like, oh God.
No, you should totally rock that shit, girl.
Yeah, but it was so cool. Yeah, I like going to conventions to do magic for people now. That's like, I love to just be in line and be bored and pull out a deck of cards and do tricks for people in line.
That's so fun.
It's so much fun, and it gets a huge interaction going. And then, you know, halfway when I'm doing something, it's usually my turn to come up, and I have to like rush and get through it, and then the celebrity's like, wait, what were you just doing? Wait, show me that again.
Right,
And
right.
And that's some of the best interaction I've had is just showing them magic. And like Tony Todd, who was Candyman.
What?
I got to do magic for him at a smaller con in Waco, and
wow.
he actually told me he used to do magic when he was a kid, and that
Oh, wow.
was the coolest interaction I've ever had with somebody. And he like went and followed me on Twitter, and every time I post something about magic, he like retweets it now, and I'm like, oh, that's so fucking cool.
It's really, I would not want Candyman to follow me anywhere. I don't care.
I'm from New Orleans originally, so growing up with Candyman, like I saw those when I was like 10.
Oh my god.
And I lived in New Orleans, and so that scared the ever-living crap out of me of the French Quarter. So when I finally got to meet him, I was like, okay, wait a minute, you know, he's just an actor. He's not going to scare the crap out of me. So
Right.
yeah, but yeah, he's larger than life. He's like 6-something, taller than me. I was like, oh god, you know. But yeah, I really love the interaction that you get with people. And the smaller cons for me are the better cons, because there are less people, and you get more interaction with people. At least I think.
Like when I went to HowCon, I had so many interactions with people, like people I knew, and also just people I met there from my costume. And even like this coming up on May 23rd, I'm going to the second annual NerdCon in my town, and that's really small, and it's local, so I can really just have a great time.
And this is right after you graduate, right?
Yeah, like literally the day after.
That's so
It's a good
fun.
present.
That's
There you go.
awesome.
That's gonna be like
That
one
is-
of the graduation. I'm still trying to decide on what I want to do for my cosplay. I can either go Sonic, but I would have to dye my hair blue and paint my body the morning of the con, or I'm also thinking Fix-It Felix Jr.
That's awesome. You would make a great Felix. You should totally do Felix. No,
I'm Felix. I want to do Felix.
You should do like
I
a
could
full
definitely
like
see you
a
do
head to toe
Sonic, but-
costume of yourself. That'd be awesome.
Mary Kate?
But you actually make it.
Sorry, did you see? You could see me playing someone?
Oh no, I could totally see you doing Sonic though too. Like, but Fix-It Felix, I don't know. I just like immediately, and I know like that it would be that one would be a really fun and comfortable one. While like the Sonic one, if you're painting yourself, dear Lord, that would be a tiring day for you. For someone who's running around like in Octo arms, it's a tiring day.
Plus, you don't want to get it in your car, and unless you have a hotel room right there,
Right.
anything that you have to put something on when you get there or whatever, you want to...
Here's the absolutely beautiful thing about it. It's within walking distance.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Like the
Well, you know.
switched to it's like maybe a 10, 15-minute walk away from my house.
Yeah.
That would be awesome if you were walking down the street.
That would be awesome.
That would be
You
hilarious.
can do, why not do both and have your Fix-It Felix costume be your drinking costume? Because that's what I have a rarity costume that I bring to cons. That's my drinking costume. It has like stains all over it. Cause
Wow.
Whenever I'm drunk, I spill shit everywhere. Whenever I start spilling things, my friends are like, "So you there, MK? Are we there right now? Okay." I'm like, sorry. So it's it's great to have a drinking costume. If you're into like the cosplay scenes and you want to cosplay when you're drinking at night.
I have a line of cosplays I want to do. Like, I've got Thor, I've got Aragon, I have Jaime Lannister.
Yeah.
Like, the list is just continuously growing.
Well, or you could be a blue Fix-It Felix. Do a combo.
I
Mash
could,
it up.
Yeah. I could be a Smurf.
Ooh, there you go.
Well, we gotta get another beer. I'll be back.
All right.
She always says
Pretty
that.
couch behind her.
He always says that, yeah.
That's a favorite term, which is mine now.
I have to figure out what I'm going to do for Motor City this year. I can't. I've got that Maleficent from last year, but boy, that is. The hotel rooms are sold out there, and that was not much fun putting all that stuff on when I got there. It doesn't fit in a car.
I don't know. Being a magician, I have to change costumes a lot, so I kind of understand cosplay.
You get it. You understand.
So with that
Jonathan,
quick,
No, haven't you, Alice?
what?
I said you've done a few
I
cosplays.
have done a couple cosplays. I did a pinup Harley Quinn,
Oh, nice.
and I have a Doctor Who cosplay. I have my Amy Pond.
Who doesn't have a cosplay?
I have Doctor Who everything. What are we talking about?
You
My whole
are
house is
like
like-
Doctor Who.
My whole house is TARDIS blue. It's like all behind me.
Nice.
I have like Doctor Who stuff all behind me. So, in my Zatanna, because I gotta have something magic on my desk.
Yes,
Nice.
that's what I was thinking of.
Zatanna, yeah, that's old school.
Zatanna is my favorite. I'm working my way to that costume. I gotta lose some more weight first.
And done. You got it. You're already there.
It's a little
I
bit
got-
revealing in places.
I got two that I'm weight training for currently, so I know the feels.
My Zatanna costume doesn't really fit as well either. I have to like really squeeze into it to kind of really show those curves.
Well, I was just saying, you probably have to pad it a little bit too.
Well, that too.
You
know,
gotta pad it.
I don't want to be too voluptuous. I just want I just want enough to get by. Just enough to get by.
Basically, he's saying he doesn't want to make girls envious.
You know, like,
Right.
come on now. Look at this. Look at this face. You never seen Tanner with a beard before, but you will. But you will. You
I
will.
have some friends that, I wish I had their legs and things, because, when the boys look better than me and they know how to put their makeup on better than me, it's like,
Listen, RuPaul's Drag Race, I've been rewatching it to prep for the newest season coming on, and it's just like, it is, because I've been in a big workout, of course I'm drinking beer right now, but so obviously the diet's on hold, workout and diet routine recently, and RuPaul is just like, damn, I wish I could walk in heels like them ladies. 'Cause let me tell you, I bust my ass every time I walk in heels. That's why I'm a flat girl.
But you make it look good though. You make it look good. Those false
You would think that, but day one filming on King of the Nerds season 2, I was wearing goddamn heels. Excuse my language. And that was bullshit. I hate it. I had blisters the entire time I was in Nerdvana because of day one. Because I was dumb. Because I knew. I'm like, but my leg's gonna look good though on TV. It's gonna be fine. My leg's gonna look good. It's gonna be good.
Real good.
Right. Well, you know, it's one of those things though. You might look good, but if your feet don't feel good for 2 weeks, you made a bad choice.
Nice.
You can look as fly as you want, but if you don't feel good, then it's not matching the 100%.
Well, to be fair, though, I thought I was only going to be wearing my heels for, like, maybe 2 hours, and I was like, I could totally do that. No, that's bullshit. It was not even 2 hours. It was a long time. I remember first day in Nerdvana, we run in.
Nice.
I punch a hole with my heel into, like, the logo, and I'm running, and, like, I'm sort of running, and I take off my shoes immediately, and I was just like, fuck these things. I'm just gonna walk around barefoot. I'm from Mississippi. It counts. It works. I'll work it. And one of the casting people was just like, you already took your shoes off. You comfortable now, aren't you? I was like, I'm from Mississippi. This is what we do right here. So whatever.
My way of life.
Don't judge me.
And he drunk a beer, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, always. There's something in my
I know, like, if or when I ever get Nerdvana, I'm just gonna like toss my shoes and hop on the couch.
That's the way to do it, man.
I'm gonna make myself at home.
Yep. That's the best way to do it, because you never know when you're leaving.
Yeah, I heard this season they got to bring stuff with them into Nerdvana. Like, so they could bring their own stuff in.
Stuff with them, like their luggage and stuff?
Like they let them have, like, their own effects, like stuff they would have taken away from you guys last time. I don't know, like, specifically what people had, but they were allowed to bring, like,
it honestly
other than clothes.
It honestly all depended on logo stuff, because, like, I brought 2 suitcases worth of stuff. Which was too much. It was way too much. But I had, like, all these T-shirts I wanted to wear because I loved them all, and they all got taken away. And anything, like, I had some Black Milk stuff, like, all of that got taken away, unless it had, like, because my Quartz Pride leggings, they got taken away. Like, you know, it was just, I'm sure they might have learned from our season to warn the next season, like, hey, if there's logos on it, or if there's an artist that drew something on it, unless we have permission from that artist, you're not going to be able to wear it, so don't bring it.
Yeah.
And they might have been more aware of, like, those kind of obligations, because I think we had a lot of issues with it. So I don't know. I hated that rule. I did get to wear my Labyrinth shirt, which was, like, my only victory.
Got one.
Yeah.
The one.
Better than none.
Yeah.
And that's a good one to have too.
Well, and the problem was, though, we got it. It was like one of the first things that came in approved. Like, Jim Henson came in and was like, yeah, sure, let her wear it. It's fine. And I wore it in the throne room, and I got in trouble. I was like, and it was the day that I knew we were sending Zach in for the first time with Josh. And I knew it was going to be bad, and I was just dreading it, and I was just ready to get it over with. And they were like, pause production, MK, are you supposed to be wearing that shirt? I was like, I'll turn it inside out. Let's just get the fucking show on the road. I don't fucking care. Let's just go. And to say that about David Bowie's face on my tits, that is a big thing to say.
Hey, I mean, that is an accurate thing to say when David Bowie is concerned.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And the fact, like, Labyrinth is a way of life for me. Like, Labyrinth is my like, I have a goblin tattoo from Labyrinth on my thigh. Like, I love Labyrinth. Like, it is, and so whenever I wore it, I was so happy. I was like, I'm representing those Labyrinth people out there. They're gonna know because it's a cult classic. My cult is gonna love me, and it's gonna be great. And then they were bitching about me. It was bad times. But anyway, so to go back to what you said, Alice, I think that they were just more aware of what the implications that were with, like, product placement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about being a magician. nothing has logos on it.
How about that?
Gotta love that.
Nice.
Clever.
I wouldn't have any clothes, but I'd have all my magic.
There you go.
Okay, what about your?
What?
Oh, my tattoos. Yeah,
She
they,
has-
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
my
Nice.
Bioshock tattoos.
Look at that.
But they're chains,
That's
like
cool.
Houdini.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go. Yes, that's what
I
it is.
love that.
Yes.
Yeah. People ask me if I'm an escape artist all the time because of them. So.
It's part of an Audi symbol. That's what it is. Oh wait, no, that's bad. You can't say that. Okay.
Well, Alice, both of the magicians in the room, Marcus too. If I am ever in LA, same time you were in LA, I had people who can take you into the Magic Castle. So I would totally hook you guys up.
Cool.
Yeah.
If I'm there at the same time.
Only
Action.
if you're there, Mary Kate. Only if you're there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotta go with MK.
Always with MK.
it'll be rocking and rolling. I'll tell you that much.
Nice.
Is it only the magicians that get to go?
No, you all get the. I was putting it up front for the magicians first.
Nice.
And then we
Everyone
can
else here too.
combine-
Yeah.
Although personally, I want to go to the original Nirvana.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was so cool, you guys!
Yeah,
like,
I
so-
saw that picture of you on the steps, and I'm just like,
no,
oh,
it's a really funny story. Like, so Moo is taking me, like, I was staying with Moo while I was there for a week. I love Moo so much. Moo is like one of my favorite people in the entire universe. I love her. She is Starshine in a person. Like, sorry, little gushing about. I love her. But so she was taking me and showing me around Pasadena and like showing me some of the sites like Columbia Bridge and stuff. And she was like, and I'm going to take you by, you know, where I lived in Nirvana. I think it's torn down now, but, you know, we'll at least get to see the location. So we drive by it. It's all this, like, construction stuff. So she's like, well, this is kind of the area. You really can't see it. So we drive somewhere else, and we come back. She's like, I'm going to cut around the side street so you can actually see, like, the mound, the dirt mound that used to be where I lived. And as we're coming up over the hill, we see the motherfucking steps in the background. And I was like, Moo? And she's like, that's my home. Oh, my God, it's right there. And I was like, oh, my God. So we ended up sneaking onto construction property and taking pictures and, like, doing all this stuff. And apparently the people that are in there now are, like, these interior designer people because they came out, they're like, so do y'all need any help with anything? We're like, no. And I was like, she used to live here. She used to live here, so it's okay. And he was just like, okay. And so we just like laughed. It was really good. It was a really good time. But it was really cool. I don't know. I freaked out as a fan of King of the Nerds and stuff. I was like, this is like where it all began. This is like you know, cool place. So I was really excited.
for sure. Oh, cool story.
Yeah, cool story, bro. I know.
Marcus.
Oh, God, write down again.
I know. I would find that so cool.
Wait, I have a question for Marcus. Marcus,
yes.
was Wizard Wars filmed at the Magic Castle?
No, it was at the the formerly known as LA Herald.
Okay.
It was that building. Actually, it's the building that they do. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so like anytime you see a photo of us in the bar or Penn and Teller at the bar, that's Patty's Pub right there.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
great.
It's awesome. It's an awesome experience. I love that show. So yeah, just to be
Yeah.
in that, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, they make it seem like you're doing it all at the Magic Castle. So
Oh no, yeah.
and I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like the interior of the Magic Castle.
Nice. Okay, so you've been before, yes? Then?
I've seen pictures. I
Okay.
actually haven't been yet. That's one of my.
Illegal pictures. I got in trouble for taking pictures.
Yeah, you can't take pictures.
Aw.
Because I brought
some secrecy.
I brought my selfie stick to it, and I carried
Wow,
it
that's
around.
what gave you away. That's what gave you away. See, you're being too greedy. Look at that.
I know. And it was a neon green selfie stick, too. So I was like,
It was
this
glowing
girl
in the
takes
dark.
pictures. Yeah, like.
It was glowing in the dark and made noise. You can take
Yeah.
a picture now. It's like, wow, it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So next time we go, we'll do it in secret next time.
Yeah,
Right.
super secret.
If you're at the Magic Castle and you're watching this, I didn't say that.
Right. Have you performed at the Magic Castle yet, Marcus?
I'm trying to make that happen this year. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So you
by
almost
yourself?
joined me then. That's when you joined me. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, definitely tell me. You need an assistant for that week. You tell me. So.
Done and done.
I'll fit in the box. I'll fit in the box. I swear.
Nice. It's funny because I'll have you sit in the box and then I won't even use a trick. You'll just be there, just sitting in the box.
Or I'll just be
the whole
sitting in the
time.
box. Yeah.
That's right, just like, oh yeah, I forgot a finale. I have a finale. See this box over here that's not moving anymore? I'm joking. Sorry.
That'd be
So it's a
bad.
killer act then.
There you go. Exactly.
for
I think
Zach who doesn't know, yeah, Penn usually kills Teller in some
Yeah,
weird
no, like
way.
and every time. Yeah, that's great. Have you seen the movie? You've seen the movie, yes?
Seen
Penn
what?
and Teller get killed. Have you seen the movie? Penn and Teller
No,
get
I
killed?
haven't seen the movie.
Nice. You have to
I'm
watch it.
gonna have to go watch that now.
Yes.
They
Have
do a
you-
lot of bad things to him.
Have you
Say-
seen Desperate Acts of Magic?
Did I see that?
It was an independent film. It was awesome.
No, I didn't. I wanted to see that. When did it come out already?
Yeah, it's already out. It's on Google Play and iTunes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check it out then. Well, good. Yeah, I totally forgot about
It
that.
has a female magician in it, and that's one of the things that inspired me to really do magic and like
Nice.
pursue magic as a career.
That
that-
movie?
Yeah, that movie.
Wow.
That and Now You See Me.
Yes, of course. Definitely. Oh, definitely.
That was like, yeah, getting to see the female on that was like, oh wow, she can do it, I can do it. You know.
And they're working on part 2 right now, so.
Yeah, I'm
Hello.
all excited. Harry Potter is actually going to learn magic.
Nice, really? Nice. I know that. He'll actually be
Wait.
doing it.
I know why you're
Yeah.
calling me right now. Oh,
Alright.
you're nice. You're sweet. You're sweet. Yeah, I think actually I think we are about to wrap up pretty soon, so I'll be there.
Yeah, we gotta wrap up the.
Wow, we've been going on for like 2 hours.
No. We've been going for a little while.
Yeah. The time flies when you're having fun.
How about that?
No. So, any last thoughts?
Thanks, Chris.
Or-
Appreciate it.
Any
All
last
right.
thoughts,
Bye.
people?
Does anybody else have any questions in YouTube? You can leave them now. We'll give you a few minutes to type them in. Oh, Chris Jackson says, MK, I need you now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just got off the phone with him. He said
We need you too,
he
Chris.
Tell Chris I say hi.
I will. He's not a video chatter most of the time. So
Oh, I know.
he just called me. He was like, "You need to get in the 4chan chat." I was like, "Oh, okay."
We're more fun. We don't mind the beer. We like the stories.
All right.
And Leanne, this is a uke, not a guitar. Guitar be much
Nice.
interesting.
A uke.
It's yeah, you have a name for the uke, don't you?
This one, I have 5 of them.
Okay, do you have a name for that one specifically?
I don't know. Maybe we need to take suggestions on that for next week. This is
Wow.
I love this is a soprano. This is the one I bought. It's a cheaper one for my children to bang on, and then I kind of stole it anyway. It was supposed to distract them from touching my more expensive ones,
Nice.
but I have it.
So now they're all over the good stuff.
Right.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna probably head over to the other one because I think Zach needs to go anyway too.
I've got more training tomorrow. Well, actually today at 9 o'clock, so I need sleep.
Nice.
It was awesome to talk to you guys. I am so glad I finally have a computer that finally works. Yay!
Yeah.
And
We are
have
so glad
first,
that you could
we
join
promise
us.
you.
What?
Thank you so much for coming.
Oh no! Thank y'all for inviting me and like everybody. We really appreciate like all y'all support. Like y'all really mean a lot. Like it really does. So
Awesome.
thank you guys.
Oh, we love the show. We'll always support you guys. You know that.
Thanks.
We love you, MK.
I love the
Thank everybody. Okay.
All right. Have a
All right.
good.
Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Have a good night, Mary Kate.
Y'all too.
So Mark,
I like that.
one more question from YouTube.
Okay.
Somebody wanted to know if you thought of doing Blackwoman.
Black man. I haven't thought
I
about
think
it.
they're wanting you to see you in a tight outfit. Is some of the comments I'm getting from some people from other places is I think they really like you,
Nice.
And I think they want to see you in that same pose as the Aquaman poster.
Let's see.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
What was it like this?
Awesome.
Was it like that? Was it like that?
Well,
Something like that, right? I don't know. Was it? Was it like?
I don't know if they want you to take your shirt off or not. I don't know. Got some media laying around.
That's a different channel. That's a different channel.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not do this this time.
Nice. However, Google Hangouts is much better without pants. So just just take that with you. Take that with you.
Pro tip for life.
Yes, exactly.
And it is almost 11:45, and I still have my jeans on, so.
Ah, man, you're missing out. You are missing out.
Right.
Children.
On the bright side, you look good in them. So.
There you go. Touche. What kind of touche?
Nice job, there. That was nice. That was very smooth.
Yes.
I practice.
I know. That's awesome.
All right. I think we will have to call it a wrap for tonight.
Thank y'all for having me. This was awesome. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was
so
great
much.
talking with you.
And two
we
assistants.
will-
You got 2 offers here.
Say it again.
You got 2 offers for assistants here.
Okay, good. Awesome. Done and done.
I would know.
Zach, I'm sorry, Zach. It's just.
No, don't worry, man. All right. All right. So from myself, Marcus, Alice, and Eve, thank you all for watching and joining us. Be sure to tune in next Friday. We'll have another show recapping episode of King of the Nerds and some more nerdy stuff.
Yep.
With a question mark, yes.
Question mark, maybe.
I expect that's what we'll do.
Right.
I mean, Nerd Chat Central's kind of in the title, so we should do that.
It's all nerdy all the time.
Thank you again so much for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.